Hi everyone, welcome back to the Chasing Pars Golf Podcast. Where in this episode I'm joined by a Ladies European Tour Caddy, golf coach, and a baller himself, Giulio Castagnara. I think you'll be familiar with Giulio's name as also the partner of Alessandra Fanali as well. So Giulio, I'm so sorry there. Ciao Giulio, benvenuto su Chasing Pals, come stai?
Tutto bene, grazie. Thank you, Craig, for having me. Pretty good Italian there. Yeah, excited to be here. Shoot the shit with you. It's gonna be fun.
I mean, trying to do any Italian in a Scottish accent is probably horrendous to start with. But yeah, I appreciate that.
N-
Basically that was hello, Giulio. Welcome to Chasing Pals. How are you? You've just come off going to the United States of America for golf coaching. How was that trip for you?
It was really good. My really good friend and mentor, I would say, Rob Bannon at TPG Golf. I spent 2 weeks there with him. Watched him coached a little bit myself, worked on my game, got to play it competitively for the first time in almost 2 years. Got to see my brother, got to watch some American football. No, it was the best, honestly. I had a really good time. Got away from Florida right before the cold front came through, so worked out nicely for me. It was awesome.
Yes, so going to Florida, is that a place you like to go to every so often?
Well, I've got, I want to say family there because my brother lives in Jupiter. So that's always a good, how can I say it? A good excuse to go. And then, as I said, Rob, we've been partnering now for almost a year, and he's been very has been helping me a lot growing as a coach. So he's kind of like my second family now. So he happens to live in Florida, so anytime I can, I take the chance to go. It's not a bad spot.
No, that's fair. We'll go into the coaching and stuff a little
Yeah.
bit later on. So obviously with Ali, you have just come off another successful season on the Ladies European Tour, where Alessandra finished 27th in total. So obviously you were there on the back the whole time. How would you kind of describe 2025 in general? Like obviously I know, spoiler alert, Alessandra's actually in the room right now. Ciao, sorry, quickly, ciao, Ali.
Ciao.
I gotta weigh my words very carefully, but no, I think it was a great season. Alessandra is very consistent, so that makes the job for me a little easier. She knows what she needs to do, so for me, it's just like keeping an eye, trying to keep her happy. I was very excited that we got to play. She got to play in the Olympics in 2024, and then. She got into her first major in 2025. The Open in Wales was amazing. So, no, I mean, a really solid season. I can see every year that the level from the tour is improving, and she's like keeping up with that. Her game, she's on top of her game. So, no, it was a great season. Uh, One of the seasons that going into a new one, you're like hoping like, okay, I want to repeat that. So no, very good, I would say. If you want a grade, I don't know, 7.5 out of 10, pretty good, I would say.
So obviously, like a couple of the highlights were second at the Australian Women's Classic
Mhm.
at Wollongong, and also a top 10 finish in Tenerife as well.
Yeah.
Was there any particular places that you really enjoyed going to alongside Alessandra?
Uh, well, definitely Australia. That was a first for me, so I really enjoyed the trip down there, even though the weather wasn't the best the first couple of weeks. We got to finish on a high note with her playing well the last week. Then I love the States. I spent a lot of time there growing up, so I love playing there. Houston, I studied in Texas, so going back to Texas after a long time was nice. And then I love Asia, so the last stretch of tournaments over there, even though she didn't play her best, we still had a really good time. So I mean, the LET makes you travel, but at least you go see nice places. That's how I would put it.
Yeah, so just going on to Australia, like obviously for your first time there,
Hmm.
what things out with the golf course did you manage to get up to in the time in Australia? I know obviously the weather was pretty shit, but like did you get up to much while you were there?
Well, I mean, we didn't really do anything, crazy, but just the fact that like you're right next to the ocean. So afternoon, you don't know what to do. You go to the beach. You spend the afternoon at the beach. It's crazy to see so much wildlife, I think, because like we don't get to see, we land and like an hour later we see kangaroos, like right next to our Airbnb. So it's kind of crazy. We got to see the koalas. I think they just live a very happy life down there. Everybody's like kind of chilling. Weather was, yeah, besides the first like 7, 8 days, then like the sun finally came out. So they have lovely weather there that time of the year. So uh, I think overall, Australia has a really good vibe. If it was just a little closer, I think I would go there a lot more often.
Yeah, and going back to Wollongong, so obviously it was a second place finish.
Hmm.
Alessandra's third second place finish on the Ladies European Tour. Like for you as well, being on the back that week, what was that like for you being in contention for majority of the week? Well, near enough all the week.
Just very exciting, It's doesn't happen, like it's not that it happens every week, or at least it hasn't happened yet. So it's one of those exciting weeks where you try actually to keep your stuff together and not mess her up. So it's just more like she's already playing well, flowing. So it's just you just gotta try to stay out of the way and just like say the right thing at the right time. So it makes you're a lot more involved, I guess, when she's playing that well, because like you're all like you have to be on top of your game a lot more, But some other weeks it's just okay. It's this week is not going our way, so even if I mess up, I mess up. Doesn't really matter. But that week, those weeks, it's you have to be a little bit more careful. Uh, I'm glad I was able to be a part of it because it's fun.
Yeah, and when, for example, Alessandra is challenging, and obviously you're doing it together,
Hmm.
like going down the stretch, what's the kind of vibe like together? Like obviously I know Alessandra will be fully focused, but like
Yeah.
is there much like interaction between shots and stuff like that still?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, we, I think we try to keep it fun, like even in the moment. Obviously, when you get to the ball and it's time to hit a shot, it's business. But then in between shots, there's no point, in my opinion, and I think in Alessandra's too, to just, like to continue with that, like, business mindset. I mean, once the shot is over, we may be talking about like something totally different, like what are we gonna do for dinner? Where are we gonna go next? What are we gonna do during the week off? So it's yeah, that's I mean, yeah, I think that's what we do. It hasn't happened in a long time, so it's almost been a year now. So I can't exactly give you, like more accurate information, but yeah, we try to always be that way. And we don't really change, I think, from, from a week where she just like barely made the cut, it's always kind of that way. When she's playing well, it's more fun because like there's not as much frustration in between shots. because when she barely makes the cut, she's probably pissed off too. So it's harder for me, like to vibe with her when she's not playing well. When she's playing well, it's a lot easier.
I mean, that's always going to be the
Yeah,
case for any top level athlete.
yeah.
So yeah, it's understandable.
Mm-mm.
I just want to quickly go over. So I do realise there were a couple of top tens that I missed out, so I do apologise. But
That's fine.
but there was three top tens in Spain or the surrounding Spain. So what
Hmm.
was that? What was that about Spain that well you both love so much? Because obviously there was a tied eighth at the Tenerife Open and also a tied eighth at the Losail Open, and then the last event was your best. Sorry, second best result of the season, seventh place finish in Andalucia. Yeah, what was that about Spain?
It's the first time that I ever think about this. So I think, I don't know, could be coincidence, but she likes Spain. I have no idea. Maybe just the fact that like she's played a lot on those courses growing up, no idea. And myself too. I don't know. We vibe with Spain maybe a little bit better, no idea. It's easier, it's less traveling, no idea. So uh
I mean, was that a mixture of the sangrias, the paellas, and the
maybe,
siestas?
maybe that too. Yes, cervezas. Yes, a little bit of everything, I guess. It's really the cultures, I would say, quite similar to Italy. So maybe even that. But no, I mean, not sure to be honest. You gotta ask that question to Alessandra because we did everything the same in regards to like housing and eating habits and all of that.
Well, Alessandra, since you're in the room, sorry, you want to quickly come in and I'll ask you that question.
Yes.
Right, ciao, Alessandra. Nice to
Uh,
see you again. So yeah, obviously we were just speaking there to Giulio about how obviously that there was three top ten finishes in the country of Spain or the surrounding Spain. What was it about Spain, do you think, that really brought the best out in your game, do you think?
I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. It's just because actually, like La Sella and Tenerife are very, I feel like it's a very chill week. Like in Tenerife, you're by the beach, you can go to the beach in the afternoon and have some great food. And La Sella, the hotel is super nice, the pool is super, like, like you have some great vibes outside of golf. So maybe that.
Yeah, I would say that's a good
Like
answer.
you're very relaxed, so that helps.
Yeah, yeah, basically not a case of, too many, Spanish riocas or something like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Maybe too many croquetas, but that's fine.
it must be good though, like for you knowing that like three of your top four finishes of the year came in the same country. I mean, that
Yeah.
must be good for you, knowing that you can go back there and potentially win.
Yeah, that's true. I honestly didn't think about it until now. So
Yeah.
I made 3 out of 4 top tens in Spain. That's yeah.
Crazy,
Bye
crazy,
bye.
definitely crazy. Right, so going into the 2026 schedule, obviously we've got the event in Saudi next week for the Aramco series. How much are you looking forward to going back to Riyadh?
I'm pretty excited. More so about like, getting to see Alessandra play and be with her during tournaments. I kind of miss the competitive environment. So I'm excited for that. Riyadh's it's a nice spot. We've been there 3 or 4 times already. So it's easy to start from a place where like you already know what to expect. You don't have to work as much in order to get prepared. That makes it a little bit easier for her and for me as well. They got nice facilities, so it's a I think it's a nice way to start the season. Nice
Yeah,
place to start the season.
Yeah. What is the golf course at in Riyadh? What does that kind of look like? And look like, is that a golf course that obviously suits Alessandra's eye? Sort.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it's built in the middle of the desert, so it's pretty wide open off the tee. It's very much in front of you in terms of like there's not like, many strategies that you can adopt is you take the driver out of your bag, you pick a target, you hit it there, and then like you go from there. It can be windy, which can play a factor. And it also like kind of depends on the conditions of the greens. But the course is very scoreable. So I think it's also a good way, to get the season started on a course that's like not too demanding. Because obviously there's going to be some rust. But no, I think it fits Alessandra's game. Yeah. There's not very many courses that don't fit her game, to be honest. But yeah, Riyadh is the one that she likes for sure.
And for you, like not knowing that the live event is usually before it, is that always a good thing, or is that a bad thing? Do you think?
Uh, I think it's a good thing because obviously Live has so much visibility and they need to get the course in a certain shape for the guys playing. Uh, yeah, I think it's definitely a good thing because obviously they prepare the course in a certain way and it's up to certain standards that like maybe wouldn't be met, if it was just the ladies open. So yes, I think that's a good thing. Absolutely.
And then you go back to Wollongong, the scene of last year's second place finish.
Hmm.
With Wollongong being second on the schedule, it's I mean going back to a place with a good finish, it could definitely set you up for another very solid season if you have a good week there.
Oh yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully that's the case. Yes. I mean, yes, I agree with what you're saying. Just kind of going into it with little to no expectations, like we take what we get and definitely want to prepare the best possible way, but then, anything can happen in golf. So it's definitely nice to get the season started on with two courses where like we have experience. Alessandra has played well in the past, makes it, as I said, uh, it's not like stepping into something you don't know what to expect. It's a lot better, I would say. Yeah.
And for you both to go to Australia for the full month, fingers crossed that no events or weather delays happen in Australia this time. But the prospect of playing four events in Australia must be like really appealing because you get to spend a month in Australia at the end of the day. So
Yeah, it's very exciting, honestly, to be going to Australia for a month. It's a beautiful country. I like the vibe there. Weather should be hopefully okay. Uh, Honestly, the thing I'm most like least looking forward to is spending 4 weeks in tournaments. But I mean, it's our job, so it is what it is. Gotta do it. It's the first time I think that we're doing this four in a row, so we'll see how that goes, you know. But since we're there, it didn't make too much sense, to skip one. We traveled so far for to play golf that there's four. We'll play all four of them. But yeah,
yeah,
exciting times ahead.
yeah, because in the past few years, the Australia event, one at Bonneville got rained off after like 18 holes, and then obviously you had the cyclone last year, meaning that the players were pretty much in Australia for well 3 weeks or so without really having to hit a ball or stuff like that. So at least this year, the idea of going for 4 weeks might be a little bit better.
Yeah, definitely. The weather can always play tricks on you, but with 4 weeks, you have a little bit more time for contingency plans. So yeah, I agree with you. Hopefully it's
Yeah.
sunny for 4 weeks though. I want to go to the beach.
No, that's fair enough. Also, after that, what's the schedule looking like?
Well, after that, we there's 10 days, I think, in between the last event in Australia and the next one, which is in Las Vegas.
Mhm.
So for us, it doesn't make too much sense to travel back home to Europe because that's 2 days of travel. You get home, you're all messed up with 10 hours of jet lag. And then a few days later, you have to leave for Las Vegas, which is another, I guess, I think 9 this time of the year, hours difference. So I think there's 19 hours between Las Vegas and Sydney. So we're just gonna go straight across the Pacific to the US after the last event in Australia and spend a little bit more time in the States getting ready for the event in Las Vegas.
So the last Australian event is at Sanctuary Cove
Yeah,
in the Queensland area,
yeah.
just above the Gold Coast and well between the Gold Coast and Brisbane. So like after that event's finished, basically, what are you flying from Brisbane, or you driving down
Yeah,
to Sydney,
yeah,
or are
we're
you?
gonna go. I think we're gonna go Brisbane to LA, and then spend. Alessandra has a couple of friends in LA. Spend a couple of days there. She went to Arizona State, so it's only I think a 6 hours drive. We may drive there, practice there for a few days, and then drive up to Las Vegas from there. Um, yeah. I think that's a plan. We haven't booked anything yet, but I like we've been talking about doing that.
So I know we were speaking briefly off air about the difficulty all this traveling can do. Like, is that something okay you enjoy, but at the same time you're like, yeah, it can be a little bit too much sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's a lot, but if things go smoothly, uh, at the end of the day, you just gotta find a way to spend the time on the plane. You just gotta find something to do. Either it's sleeping, watching series, like working on your computer. I have a lot of stuff that I have actually that I've been working on, so I have things to do, but. The problem starts when things go when things starts going crazy, bags don't get there, or like flights are canceled, flights are delayed. If everything goes smoothly, we try to plan it so that it's almost like enjoyable. When things go crazy, you brace for disaster.
And also out with the Shadow Creek event in Las Vegas, you've
Hmm.
also got for the first time the event in Mauritius. How much are you looking forward to that? Sorry, like getting the chance, to go to Mauritius and it's supposed to be a beautiful country. I mean, it's basically like a postcard country.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's LET picks good spots for their tournaments, definitely. No, I'm excited. Yes, I mean, I didn't think that much about it yet, like up to this moment, but no, it's definitely another one to add to the list. So definitely looking forward to it. Weather should be nice, beaches should be nice. Golf course, I heard should be a good test. So yeah, looking forward to a good week there.
So basically, Mauritius is this year's Tenerife from last year, where it's basically just a holiday, and
Yes, 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 exactly,
it's
exactly that.
it's just basically a holiday, and you're playing a little bit of golf in between. That's all.
Yes, Alessandra seems to do well in those kinds of weeks, so I hope for the same.
Yeah, well, just look at Andalucia. You were in contention quite a lot going into the well, during the last event. So you never know.
Exactly. Yeah, you never know.
So a couple of questions before we go into your background. So, like obviously, I asked Alessandra this on the episode we done together. But what makes Giulio happy? And please don't say Alessandra. I'll make you throw up.
Uh, that's a good question. What makes me happy? I mean, definitely good food. Definitely a good setup for the week. where like I have my space and it's comfortable. That makes me happy. Um, I'm a bit of a nerd, so a well-organized, travel plan that makes me happy. Watching sports makes me happy for sure. I'm a bit of a sports geek, so I'll watch anything. What else? Good golf. Watching good golf from Alessandra makes me happy. Yeah, I mean, I think I gave you a pretty good list off the top of my head like this.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I mean, I did try and
Alessandra
get.
makes me happy. You said you don't want to hear that, but yes, she makes me happy too.
For fuck's sake. I knew that was coming.
Uh,
Like, just in case that answer was coming, I did consider getting a sick bucket beside me. So
no,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, you should have prepared.
Oh, get a room, you two, man. And what would you say for your own personal experience is the best thing about working for Ali?
Well, for me, it's kind of, getting to live my own dream. Growing up, I wanted to play professionally at a high level. She gets to do it. So for me to be with her and being able to help her, even if it's just in a small way, it means a lot. So it's for me, it's kind of like, okay, this is where I would have wanted to be. I wasn't good enough to do it, and I'm okay with that. But getting to do it with her, it's fun. Um, Plus, traveling the world, it's a it's a good thing that you get on the side, of like playing professional golf.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's fair. Obviously, we'll go into your background, in just a minute. But like to play as a pro, not quite make it, but still, be active and traveling the world, and getting to watch finale in
Hmm.
person, etc. Yeah, must still be a good experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I love coaching. So when I'm home, I love coaching my students, and I love spending time on the range. But getting to watch her compete and like being in the moment gives you a totally different vibe. So it's something that I like and that I chase. I'm lucky that I get to still do it without like playing myself. Because most people that like stop playing golf, they go into teaching or they go into something totally different. They kind of step away from competition. I feel lucky that I still get to enjoy that, even if it's from a slightly different angle.
Now we all know that Alessandra's favourite sporting idol growing up was Federica Pellegrini. So,
Hmm.
what's yours? Who was your kind of favourite sporting idol growing up?
I would say Roger Federer probably. Watched a lot of his matches growing up. So yeah, that would be my answer, Roger Federer.
And Italian, if you had to go Italian way,
Uh,
Gigi Buffon, maybe. I don't
oh
know.
no, Gigi Buffon is a good pick. Yes, I liked Alessandro Del Piero from Juventus. He, I think, famous Italian skier as well as Alberto Tomba. I was very little when he was like at the end of his career, so I only got to see like a little bit of him skiing, but he was a legend. He still is a true legend. So I would say probably ahead of Buffon and Del Piero, I would put Alberto Tomba.
Now, I don't know if you're going to laugh or cringe at this one, but just bear with me just now. So,
Yes.
a few a few of your fellow caddies on the Ladies European Tour have made the statement of like, so for example, that you're probably the most handsome looking caddy on the LET, and that basically you're like either a hunk I don't know, Superman, King. I don't know. What's your kind of message to your fellow caddies
Well,
that seem to
I've
think you're basically Superman?
Okay, well, first of all, I thank them. It's always nice to receive compliments. Uh, I mean, it's beauty is personal. So if they say so, I take the compliment and I accept it. Uh, I would say that, like, for myself, it would be better if the compliment came from women, from girls. But like, we only you can only you take what you get, right? So if it's coming from them, I take it. Uh, you know,
Uh,
I will thank them when I see them in Riyadh. And yeah, yeah. I didn't
I
expect
mean,
this.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, like obviously you can take a compliment and
Oh no,
like
yeah, yeah. I'm happy. I mean, it makes me happy for sure.
I mean, yeah, like on the more ladies part. I mean,
Hmm.
I think if any ladies were to give you a compliment, a certain someone in the room might fight them maybe.
Oh
So I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
No, for sure. But yeah, uh, it's I don't even know what to say. I'm very, like, I'm introvert, I'm shy, so like I
You're
don't know what to
shy.
say. Yes, I'm a shy guy, yes.
You don't seem so shy.
No, no, I am. I'm very introvert. Like, mm, I
You
can.
you come across as a mixture of a bodybuilder and a king. So I'll agree with that as well.
Okay, well, I'll take that. I'll take that.
I'm not. I'm not a woman though, so like, what do you
Okay.
make of
No,
that?
no, I mean, as I said, you take what you get, and if you're saying that, then I can only take it as a compliment.
Yeah, nah, just a little bit of fun and games, but yeah, like there's a couple that think you're an absolute king, so all you can say is thank you, I guess. So,
No, thank you for having me, and treating me like this. I didn't expect this kind of treatment, to be honest, when I signed up for this. So, thanks, Craig.
I mean, I try my best, but anyway, so back to your own journey. So you're from Pordenone in
Yep.
northeastern Italy, outside of the city of Udine. Um, I believe you still stay there. Well, kind of because you float between Pordenone and Rome.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes, that's where I grew up. My family lives there, so I would say I stop there every now and then. Um, I coach when I'm there. I coach a course 15 minutes away from my house. I have a bunch of loyal students who come see me there for lessons, so I'm lucky to have them and happy to teach them. Works nicely for me because obviously spend so much time traveling that every now and then I go back, see my family. Uh, I'm always very excited to go back. Then I spend 3 days with them, and I'm like, okay, get me out of here. So that's when I go to Rome and spend time with Ale before the next event. So yeah, no, it's nice, I guess, to after traveling the world to go back to the place where you grew up.
So obviously Rome is full of basically history, and like in comparison to Udine, what was it? What was that like growing up in like near the city of Udine? Like how would you describe the city?
Well, it's a small. I mean, small. Yeah, a small town, I would say, in the north of Italy. Everything is very well organized. It's felt safe always. We have 60,000 people living there, so it's small but not too small. We've got pretty much everything. It's in a nice spot because I can go ski in 35 minutes and I can go to the beach in 40 minutes. So always got lucky that I could do both. Like in the winter, I would go ski. And then summertime, it was either golf or like at the beach. So I don't know, it's a small reality, but I come from a region where like everything is quiet, people mind their own business. It's definitely different from living in Rome with like um just the fact that like 60,000 people versus like 3 million. There's a lot more stuff going on. But I enjoy Rome. Rome is nice.
So, how far outside of the Stadio Friuli, what were you kind of like? How far was the Stadio Friuli?
40,
Friuli.
45 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I believe Udinese are one of your teams as well. So
Oh yeah. It's the only team that we've got in Serie A from that region. So it's basically everybody's team that comes from Friuli that's a Udinese supporter. Um, I remember, growing up, Antonio Di Natale, Totò Di Natale, small guy, but like big time scorer. So Udinese was really good when he was there. Like finished third in the league a few times, played in Champions League. So that was fun and exciting. Now they're a little bit more focused on, scouting talents and making money. But I mean, they've been in Serie A for many many years now. I don't even know when they were relegated last. So it's yeah. But
yeah,
if I want to
basically,
pick a winning team, I'm picking Juventus.
oh God. We'll go into Juventus shortly, but yeah, whenever I think of Udinese, I think of obviously Antonio Di Natale and
Yeah.
what an absolute club legend he was,
Yes.
and like even when he was past like 35-year old,
Hmm.
still a fantastic footballer, and yeah. Whenever I think of Udinese, it's got to be Di Natale, isn't it?
Oh
So.
yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
And yeah, and well, to be honest, I should have said, well, that's the second thing I think of when it's Udinese, because Udinese have now got a young Scottish player in their squad now as well,
Okay.
and so obviously keep an eye on how he is
Yeah, yeah.
getting on, etc. So Juventus, then why?
Well, because I was very close with my cousin growing up, like when I was little, and he was a big Juventus fan. So, he was a little older than me, like 4 or 5 years older than me. And like you want to be like the older cool kid. So I picked up Juventus as my team. So did my brother. Yeah, no real reason. I mean, he was a Juventus fan, and I became one because he was a Juventus fan. Had a Del Piero shirt and everything. Yeah, those were the good times. Watched the Champions League final in 2003, cried at the end, I remember, uh, after the penalties. So yeah, got the whole experience.
So yeah, around about that time probably would have been obviously Gigi Buffon, also the likes of as you say Del Piero,
Yeah, Cannavaro.
Cannavaro, yeah,
Yeah.
Nedved at the time as well.
Yes, yes, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
so obviously
Trezeguet.
fantastic footballers.
Yeah,
Trezeguet
yeah,
as well.
yeah. Really, really good team. Yes. No, that was fun.
So yeah, I was going to say obviously Udinese and Juventus.
Yeah,
There's a slight correlation here going on, black and
yeah,
white.
yeah.
So is it? So I was going to say, like, I don't know, do you like zebras or something like that? Like, why
Mm, I don't
why
know. I
both
don't
teams
know.
in black and white?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a coincidence, but one thing that I would say, I'm a very black and white person, like meaning like it's either this or that. So that there could be something there. I don't know. Uh,
I don't know. You could have been a Siena fan as well, or something like
yeah,
that.
true. Yeah. True. Sienna is black and white too. You're right. Yeah.
I find it crazy that obviously you said that you like Juventus as well, because that is the main team of Roberto Liti as well. So that's
That's true. I remember. Yeah, you're right. Yes, because I played with Roberta growing up a few times, and she was a big time Juventus fan. You're right.
Yeah,
Yes.
because we were chatting off air about Serie A when she was on a couple of years ago, and yeah, she mentioned about Juventus. I'm like, oh yeah, you mentioned Juventus. Oh, that's quite funny. You and Robbie together, like, oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, Juventus is the most like it's the team with the biggest fan base in Italy. So everybody seems to hate Juventus, but it's also like the team that has got like most fans across Italy.
What even more so than AC Milan and
Yeah,
Internazionale?
yes. I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure. You can double like fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah, learn something.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. So you went to the Texas Christian University. Was that always in the plan for you?
Uh, yes, I would say so. I mean, after I picked up golf and got serious about it, my parents always had the idea, okay, if you want to continue to play, you also have to go to school. The only way you can do that is go somewhere in the States. I was lucky that TCU was interested in me. I got to go there on a full scholarship, so I really got a nice deal out of it. Got to play with amazing people on amazing courses. uh, it was a lot of fun. Probably like the best time of my life for sure.
So during your time at TCU, it's fair to say that you done quite well there. Three-time academic All Big 12 first team pick for TCU. 2015 to 2016 TCU Dutch Mayor Scholar of the Year, and 2016 Cleveland Golf Srickson All-American Scholar as well. Um, what do you think? What do you think contributed to like having a really good time at TCU? Do you think?
Well, combination of things, TCU is a really good school, so they take really good care of you. Everything, is there for you to succeed. And I guess I was like pretty good at how do you say it? Taking the opportunity, but yeah, like I also had a really good environment. Had teammates which I would get along really nicely. Made friends for life there. The coach was good. It was one of the reasons why I decided to go there. So yeah, I think the whole environment there is like set up for you to be successful.
So just a quick, I'm just curious about international players going over to the States. Like I'm probably aware that you probably studied English at a very early age, but is there ever is there ever a language barrier sometimes that happens when you first go over?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was lucky that my mom like put me into like private English classes growing up, so my English level was like above, I would say, the average Italian. And then obviously like playing internationally growing up with the national team, you got to speak in English. So I picked up a lot from that time. But then when you go there and you're on your own, and I was lucky that they put me with three guys from the States during my first year. So I was living with them, like it's either you learn or like you go back home. So like you have to do it pretty quickly, I would say. Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is like, I had to spend uh, days, weeks, like, with the three guys from the States. So I would listen to them talking, having to talk to them. I picked up a lot of things from them. So definitely a lot more than if I had like, another international student with me and they had put us together and we had to like, because obviously, yeah, even if we speak in English between the two of us, it's always going to be like broken. Uh, yeah.
What was your favorite part of being in the States for a long time, obviously for university?
Well, just the fact that like you play amazing courses. Like the courses are truly incredible. Um, Competition is strong. Anything that you need, they get it for you. So you really feel like you're a superstar. I mean, even if you're like the number five guy on the team, like you're not even. So they do really like they really invest a lot of money and they try to make you successful. And then the whole, idea that like if you're a sportsman there, like you're a celebrity, it's not so much like that in Italy. So obviously going there, you feel much more appreciated than back home.
And you also played in some some prestigious events, amateur events
Hmm.
when you were back there as well, such as the British Amateur Championships.
Hmm.
What were them experiences like? Like to play something as prestigious as the British Amateur. I guess proud moments for yourself to
Yeah.
play these type of events, I guess.
No, it's amazing. I mean, it's even now like I would love to go back and play in a British Am. It's special. You play at historical venues against some of the best players in the world, and like you've got 2 days where you really got to figure out stuff in order to advance to the match play. So um, no, it's one of the like I would say, yeah, I would put it at the top. I've never played in a USGA event, and I know those are like up there in terms of like importance and everything. But I would say like the British Am is, yeah, top class for sure. Um, I honestly wish I could go back and play a few more of those.
And did you get close with anybody in particular during these type of events? Like, you know, make friends from playing at the British Amateur?
Well, got really good buddies from the national team that like to this day we still like talk and when we have a chance we get together. Some of them are still playing, some of them are not, but yeah, I made friendships that like are still ongoing. So yeah, definitely, absolutely. One of them, I mean, I have many friends that like but I think the four closest that I would spend more time with back in the day are Luca Cianchetti, Jacopo Vecchifossa, and Philip Gertz. Them for sure. We had a lot of fun together. We did a lot of like crazy things together, so it was fun.
So in 2019, you made the decision to go professional.
Hmm.
What was that decision made on? Did you think that this was always what you wanted to do?
Well, yes, and I was also, I would say, kind of naive, thinking that like, I would be good enough to make a living out of it. So it was a combination of like, me still being young and the fact that I had played golf my whole life. So I kind of felt like I had to, it was the next step in my journey. I did it for 4 years and I'm happy I did it. I tried. If knowing how things went and if I had the chance I would probably go tell Giulio of 2019, hey, like think twice about this because it's uh the players are really really good, so the good players are really really good. You're a good player but you don't have um what it takes to make a living out of it.
So just going back to the Alps tour in
Hmm.
2019 when you first started out, what was that experience like on that tour? I know it's basically a development tour for majority of the European tour players, but in terms of the level, even back then on the Alps tour, was it definitely a step up?
Yes, and I would say I saw like the progress like 2019, the level was good, but not incredible. As the years went by, so 2020, 2021, and 2022, a lot more players came and wanted to play professionally because obviously more money was being poured into the whole ecosystem. So, PGA Tour upped their prices, same did the DP. So everybody was like, okay, I have to go through Alps Tour and then I can be on the PGA Tour. But yeah, like 2019, I would say was still like fairly easy to make cuts and at least bring home a little money every week. 2020, obviously, COVID came through, but it was already a little tougher. 2021, more difficult, and then by the time I stopped, uh, people were winning with like 20 under over 3 days. So it's like, you finish top 10, you have to shoot like 12, 13 under, which is like incredible golf, and you're only making 800, 900 euros, if any. So I was like, F this. I will do something else and be happier, not as frustrated.
So, so like during your 4 years as a professional,
Hmm.
obviously you've just mentioned there in the stages like how it went, but like what what year was it that you kind of started, realizing that yeah, got like professional golf doesn't really make me happy at all.
But probably the last year, I mean, 2022 was frustrating. So I got to the end of it that I was like really, I was hating golf. I was like hating golf 100%. So I think, yeah, 2022 was the year where I realized, okay, this is it for me. Not sure if I want to do this anymore.
Yeah, and you played some challenge tour events as well. What was that experience like? Obviously, the level down from the DP World Tour, but
Yeah.
like it's still very good
Oh,
achievement to
yeah.
play some challenge tour events.
I mean, it's fun. It was fun for me because obviously coming from the Alps Tour, it was like playing in a major. But then you get there and you realize that like these guys are basically as good as DP World Tour. They don't make that much money unless they're like really in the top five, and you have to be so good even to just make the cut. So I was like, okay, I can do it. I can make cuts, but then like if I have uh to live with this, no chance. Uh, so yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed every time I got to play in a challenge tour event, but at the same time, it was very eye-opening. I'm like, uh, to see myself winning on this and then like having to go to the next step and perform very highly and consistently. I'm like, I don't know, man, if I have what it takes to do it. So it was fun, but eye-opening at the same time.
Yeah, and during that time, how would you kind of describe yourself on the golf course, like like in general, like even when times were tough, like would you say that you got really frustrated or like really
Well,
animated or
at the end of it, yes. At the end of it, I was like completely done with golf. So, yeah, at the end of it was pretty bad, I would say. Before, I was always like the thing that I regret, like throughout my career, that I've always been like somebody that like, tinkers with stuff. So like, I go practice today, I find something, go practice the next day. I'm always trying to like, like to move to the next thing, instead of, like sticking with consistency and working always on the same thing. I'm always like looking for that extra thing. So I think that like played a role in me like growing frustrated with golf because like I was seeing no progress at some point, and so I was just like, okay, this is not working.
so I know that you and Alessandra have been together for around about 4 years or something like that.
Hmm.
So like how did that kind of, opportunity to caddy full time for Alessandra come about?
Well, at the first few times I did it, I was like honestly like hating it, because like I had just like stopped playing. I had nothing else to do basically. So she was like, I need a caddy for this, I need a caddy for that. And I'm like, okay, I can come. I'll be happy to spend the week with you. And I can definitely help you on the golf course. But like I was out there and I was like, fuck this, like, why am I doing this? And I'm like being 100% honest. Then obviously, you realize that like you've working for somebody who's really, really good. You still get like the competitive side of things. and I grew more and more. How can I say it? In love, I would say, with it. I don't know. And I had a really good time last year. I mean, it was fun, and I'm looking forward to getting started again.
So, like you said there that you done a few events together, like to start
Hmm.
off with, like. But when did the first, the questions about, full-time caddying come about? Like, what was that, like a
Well,
couple of years ago?
so no, so at the end of 2022, she went through Q school,
Hmm.
and I was there. I was there hating it. Like I remember first stage, because she had to go through like pre-Q and final stage. First stage, I wasn't even carrying the bag. I had a trolley, and I was like, dragging the trolley around, like giving her the clubs and everything. So that was 2020, end of 2022. Beginning of 2023, I went for 3 months to Oman, and I was teaching golf in Oman there. Um, was that 2023? No, no, sorry. That was 2024, a year after. 2023, at the beginning of 2023, I went to school for coaching, so I got my PGA certification, and that was like a 2 month long thing. So I was done with it in March. Worked for 6 months at a golf course where I grew up. So worked from March through October, and then at the end of October, I was like, okay, the deal that they were giving me wasn't what I wanted. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go find somewhere else, to do it. And Alessandra was still looking for somebody to caddy for her. So I did the last few events of the season. 2024, as I said, I went for 3 months to Oman at the beginning of the year. I think I was back in Italy in April, and again I was like, okay, what do I do? She was still looking for a caddy, and that's where I kind of like picked up the bag full time. So I would say it's been now a year and a half, almost 2 years, because like April 2024 through the season 2025. So now we're going into the really third season with me as full-time caddy on the bag.
I can't, I can't believe you missed our second place finish in Kenya.
Yeah, yeah, I wasn't there. I wasn't there because I was in Oman. I was coaching in Oman when she finished second. I actually, that season, I carried for her the week after when she was playing in Saudi. Because obviously from Oman it's very close. So I took the week off and went to Saudi with her. But yeah, I wasn't there for a second place finish in Kenya.
Yeah, you've just gone down in the good partner books for
Exactly. Yes,
that.
yes. Yeah, but she did quite nicely by herself, so she was fine.
Don't get any ideas.
No, no, exactly. No.
Right. So, the was it the mid part of last year where you joined TPG Golf as a golf coach,
Yep.
like, well, full time to start, well, basically start your full time coaching, etc.
Hmm.
So, like, when you heard that TPG were interested in you, what was that kind of, initial reaction like?
Well, I mean, obviously a lot of happiness because Rob, who's like the guy that runs TPG Golf, is a really good friend of my brother, and I'd been working with him on his golf swing for a long time. My brother is also like a really good player. Played on the national team, played in many British Shams. So he's a hell of a player. And Rob had been working with him and been good friend with him for a long time. And I never met Rob before couple of years ago. We met for the first time and we got along, I guess, nicely. He was looking for somebody like, to show his brand around the world. And I think that came as a good opportunity for both of us, for me to learn from him how to go about the business because he's very successful, and then for him to know to expand his brand the reach of his brand more internationally. So yeah, I mean, for me, it was just, like, wow, this guy is successful and he wants me on his team. Absolutely.
Yeah, so just a couple of things about the coaching part. So, like, what do you think you have learned so far in your short time at TPG? Do you think that maybe a few of the ideas that maybe you might not have had have come about, like on the
Well,
golf course?
yes, no, well, so I like the way Robert goes about the golf swing. So definitely learned a bunch of things when it comes to technique, but more than anything, he's got a really nice setup when it comes to, like bringing in um, money from like different sources. So he's involved with club manufacturers. He's involved with like association in the area where he lives and teaches. He does a lot for the golfing community where he's from. And just I think he's got a really good business model. So to be able to see that and uh, getting to ask a question to somebody like that, I think it's priceless. And to be associated with a successful brand and human being, I think it's just good for me. It's a good brain to pick from.
So, if you were to give, any sort of advice to aspiring Italian players that maybe want to take up the game or want to try
Hmm.
and get to some sort of good level, what do you think you would say to them?
Well, I mean, you gotta practice hard and you gotta practice the right things. You gotta understand why things are happening, and then like working to be able to manage those. Because if I look back at myself, uh I always thought that I would like, that I understood things, but the reality is like now looking back at it, I'm like, okay, maybe I didn't understand properly or didn't understand fully. So it's like making sure ask that extra questions, like yeah, I think the biggest advice that I would give is like, ask one more question. When you think you got it, just ask one more because like more information is definitely not going to hurt you. And then obviously, yeah, practice hard. I mean, but I think if you're gonna go into this right now, you know that you gotta work hard because like there's too many good players. Everybody wants to play golf, seems like. So
And also say there are some Italians tuning into this episode when it comes out. I'll let you do like one bit of advice in Italian if you want as well. So
ok, yes. Well, it's easy. Fate una domanda in più che non guasta. Capire una cosa in più è meglio che rimanere dove siete o capirne una in meno. E poi praticate tanto. That's it.
perfect. Not not that I'm gonna ask. Or what the hell did you just say there? It's fine. Don't worry about it. But no, just give you a little bit of a chance to speak in Italian as well. So
Thanks,
as
man.
obviously
I
you've been
appreciate it.
as you've been kind enough, obviously, to speak in English for over an hour now. So yeah, you get a little bit of chance to
Okay,
speak
thanks, man.
Italian. So. Right, so before we go into a few final questions, Italian Women's Open is back on the schedule for this year in
Mhm.
September. How much are you both looking forward to that?
I'm looking forward to it like quite a lot because I've not been at that course. I think last time I played there was 2010, so it's been 16 years now. I have good memories because it's one of the best tracks that we have in northern Italy. So it's not too far away from home, only like 3 hours, 2.5 hours drive. So it should be an easier week. So yes, really excited. Good food too. So good Milanese.
That's like kind of in the Monza district, isn't it?
Yes, yes. It's right next to it in within the same park where they have, like the golf course and the track. So
Okay.
like you can hear the cars from the golf course. It's right next to it, right next door.
Interesting. I didn't
Yes.
actually know that. Fair
No,
play.
yes, it's right next door.
How far outside Milano is it actually?
From where I live, like little under 3 hours. So the
No, I mean,
course, it's
no, sorry, I
oh
mean
Milan.
from the
Oh,
golf
sorry,
course.
yes, 30 minutes. Kind of depends on traffic.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, I would say to get to the outskirts of Milan, like 30 minutes. Then if you want to go into like downtown Duomo and everything, probably takes you closer to an hour. Uh, but yeah, no, it's not far.
Yeah, because you got like Bergamo on the outskirts
Yeah.
as well, haven't you? So Bergamo, Milano, Monza, they're
Monza,
all
yes. Yeah, yeah. It's all kind of blended together now because it's developing fast. But yeah, Bergamo is probably like 45 minutes. Monza is right there. Milano, 30 minutes.
fair enough. I'm just getting my, Italian football
Yeah,
team
yeah.
geography out of
No,
the
you're
way.
good, man. You know a lot of stuff.
Right. So, what would you say is your favorite memory? It could be on the golf course, could be outside of the golf course,
Oh man, it's tough.
or you could do one and one if you want.
Well, on the golf course, probably the only professional event that I won, that was in 2020. That's definitely up there. But also, last year when Alessandra made it to the Open, that was pretty special. The first tee at the Olympics, holy shit, yes, that was a really good memory too. Uh, had some chills there, very special. Outside of the golf course, I don't know. I guess I have many and not really like one that like sticks out. Like, lucky that I have many. Uh, yeah, on top of my head, like that, I don't off the top of my head, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe developing your skills as a caddy as well. Maybe
Well, yeah, for sure, yes, yeah. Why not?
is he a good caddy, Ali?
Yeah, yeah, he is.
Well, if I'm still on the
Sometimes
bag, I mean, like it must be for a reason, right? Not just because I'm also the boyfriend, right?
everyone just knows you as the boyfriend. So
Exactly, yes. No, but I try to stay out of the way. So
yeah, no, that's fair enough. Right. Well, obviously you're Italian, so I've got a feeling this is going to be an easy answer. But favorite food?
favorite food? Uh,
Yeah,
it's got to be pizza.
yeah. I'm sure the last question was pasta or pizza to Ali in the last one. I think so.
It's got to be pizza.
Any favorite toppings?
Americans would call it pepperoni. So yeah, pizza with pepperoni pizza. Obviously the Italian way, not with the plastic salami that they have over there.
Yeah, and big mozzarella as well, like
Yeah,
stringy
buffalo
cheese and stuff.
mozzarella. You gotta have buffalo mozzarella on top. Uh, and you only put it, at the end after the pizza comes out of the oven. You slice the buffalo mozzarella on top, so that it's still, fresh, and it slightly melts over the pizza.
Is is buffalo mozzarella not like really what's the word I'm trying to say? It's like
It's watery, kind of.
yeah, watery, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
It's like squidgy
yeah,
kind of like.
yes, yeah. That's fair. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, I asked your idol, so that's one question out of the way. Yeah, what would you say is your favorite golf course?
Uh, not easy. Um, I played Pebble Beach in college. That was pretty special. Uh, Eugene Country Club in Oregon. That was pretty special. Favorite? It's tough, man. Uh, mm, St. Andrews, probably.
Hmm,
I don't know. I don't know,
nice.
man. Like, I'm not like, see, this is what I mean, like, I don't think about these things, like, I'm not like, oh,
Yeah.
I have my favorite, I play, I enjoy the moment, but then I'm like, okay,
No, fair enough.
yes.
Favorite aperitivo?
Definitely Americano.
Okay.
Definitely.
Um, any milk with that?
No, 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 man, not the coffee. No, Americano, it's a type of how do
Oh,
you call it? It's a type of spirit, not not
fucking
not the
hell.
not the coffee. Of course not the coffee, It's made with vermouth and seltzer water and Campari.
Well,
So
I just made myself out to be a fucking idiot right now.
no, it's
But
fine. It's fine. I mean, everybody makes that mistake. But next time you come to Italy and go to a bar like in the afternoon, 5, 6 p.m., and you ask for one Americano, please, and you'll be like, "Thank you, Giulio, for teaching me this." You know,
yeah,
you
yeah,
really like it.
it's probably because I am a barista by trade, so I was just thinking about coffee. So
Okay. I don't know. I do like Americano coffee, but like not at 6 p.m.,
that's fair. Well, favorite coffee since we mentioned since we mentioned coffee.
Yeah.
Favorite coffee.
Yeah, Americano. I like Americano. I drink a lot of Americano. So yeah, I would say that. Nice dark roast.
Alessandra, you got a favorite coffee?
Yeah, I usually get a cappuccino.
Cappuccino. Oh, are you the proper milk or the the other options?
No, no, proper milk.
Proper milk. Oh, fair enough. So no oat milk or stuff
No,
like that,
No,
no?
no.
fuck that. You know?
Have you never tried it?
No.
I did, but I don't like it.
Okay, no, fair enough. Fuck that.
Exactly.
So your favorite, like you mentioned that you're quite big on sports. So like, what's your favorite type of sports? Like outside of, well, I don't know how
Okay,
much
that I
golf you.
watch, that I watch. I never ever watch golf outside of the majors, so that I don't watch. So I can give you my least favorite. That's it. And then if I have to pick a sport, probably I have a bunch. I mean, I watch tennis, I watch American football. I'm a big fan. Alpine skiing. I'm a big fan. Obviously, a good football game I'll watch, and with football I mean soccer, calcio. Uh, yeah, I mean volleyball. I've spent time in front of the TV watching volleyball. See, alpine skiing. I've said it already. I don't know, man. What other sports are out there?
F1?
F1, sorry, F1, F1, yes. F1 and MotoGP, yes.
So you're a big fan of Yannick Sinner and Lorenzo Massetti?
Yes, they're studs. Uh, and
Especially Massetti. I'm a big fan of Massetti,
yeah,
actually.
Musetti has got some potential. Uh, yeah, it's just, it's tough when you have Alcaraz and Sinner in front of you, but I think it's also motivation. But yeah, Musetti can do some damage, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of good Italian players now, like
Hmm.
Sinner, Massetti, Flavio Caboli,
Yeah, Berrettini.
Berrettini, of course, but he's
Yes,
always injured.
yes. Darderi.
Luciano, sorry, Luciano Dabderi.
Yes. Yeah.
There's quite a few.
Yeah,
I do enjoy tennis as well, as you can see. So
yeah, yeah. No, it's good. It's always good to watch.
yeah, no, fair enough. Right. So in terms of this year, like obviously I know people will say you're just the caddy, but what are you most looking forward to?
Just obviously, no, sorry, not obviously. I'm most looking forward to watching, Alexandra succeed, So for me, it's just, like doing my part, doing it better and better over time. I love, like always finding something to add that can help her. So for me, it's like a never-ending journey to like, I want to do it better. It kind of drives me. So yeah, I'm excited for to see her succeed and like to do my job better week after week.
So I'll make this the last one, but like so, who would you say is the most famous person in your phone book?
Oh my God. Well, John Ram follows me on Instagram. I don't know if that counts. So, but in my phone book, oh my God. No idea, man. Alessandra Fanali, maybe. No, Matteo Manassero also. I don't know. Matteo
Oh,
Manassero is famous, I would say.
well, you've
Uh,
got Matteo's phone number.
yes,
That's
yes.
fast. Guido.
Guido, yes. I got Guidos as well. Uh, yeah, that's it, I think. I don't know.
So no like no like Gennaro Gattuso or anything or
No, no, no,
Gigi Buffon. No.
no, no, no. I don't know any of those legends.
Yeah, fair. Right, so I really do appreciate you coming on, and especially, speaking in English for so long. I do know it can be a little bit difficult at times, so like, I do really appreciate you for coming on and doing this. Obviously met you before in Andalucia. It was yeah, a great time, and yeah, you've been good to me ever since then. So I really do appreciate it.
It's thank you for having me, Craig. It was fun to, as I said, to shoot the shit with you, and thanks for bearing with my English. And no, I mean, if I can do something, for somebody, I always try to at least. So this was fun. Thank you for having me, really.
So when this goes out, I will obviously well I'll tag you and stuff, but like for those that maybe want to follow you for like your coaching and stuff,
Hmm.
like what's your Instagram like handle?
Yeah, I will send it to you. It's Giulio Castagnara. Very simple. First name, last name. I'm that person. I'm basic. Easy. I'm not like crazy about those things. You
So
see,
so no so no Giulio Castagnara golf
yes,
or whatever.
yes. No, no, Giulio Castagnara. Yes, that's me. That's who I am. So yeah, I'll send you over all the info, and you can get my
So
name out.
uh, yeah, I mean this. I'll probably put this video on YouTube as well, and then you can all see for yourself the Italian king in person and stuff like that. So
Sounds good. Yes.
the Chris
Uh,
the Chris Hemsworth lookalike. Oh no, sorry, I shouldn't say that.
no, no, I'm not. I don't think I am anywhere near that. But yeah, I'm
Oh,
happy. I'm happy that people think I'm this like king or whatever you said. So,
the king of
yeah,
Italy.
yeah, exactly. Yes, king of Italy. Yes.
Right, Giulio. Thank you very much. And first of all the best with being on Alessandra's back for this year. Hopefully, a
Hmm.
win is coming very soon. And then, obviously, when you do go back to your coaching, all the best with
Yeah.
that as well.
Thanks, Craig. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure, man.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Ciao, bello.
Oh, thank you. See you later.
Ciao.
Bye. Yeah.